Hello friends, welcome to your only channel Times of Coding. Today in our series Scala Express, we will learn simplified functions. This session will help you to define abstracted distinct code with its simplified functional form. In previous session we have learned closures, asterisk role with function parameters and tail recursion. In this session we will learn distinct code principle and how to make functions simplified. Scala gives many ways to control abstraction. While coding to reduce code duplication, in fact, we have got higher order functions, which we will experience in this session. First, I'm defining one singleton object here called Netflix. And then I'm defining a current year, 2020. Then we are keeping some examples of series names with the year they have got launched. And after this, I'm defining one method called search year. So on the basis of this year, it will get us the names of series. Inside this search year function, I'm keeping one for loop. For iteration, I'm passing this series names map, and then I'm keeping one condition called if name dot underscore 2 in map case will represent the second value, the year which we are talking here, is equal to year, and the year will be parameter of this function. If this condition met, then we are yielding the name value. So this is one of the way to get all the latest series out of the Netflix collection. You might be wondering that we should have some search option with name as well. So for that purpose, I'm defining one function here, search series. It will take a keyword and then it will check in the collection if the same keyword exists in our series names collection. If it does, if this condition met, then we are yielding name here. Now you may have some super user who search the content regular expression basis. So for that, I'm defining one function here called rec search series. In similar way, I'm just keeping a rec here, and this keyword now will work as a regular expression keyword. Instead of contains earlier, we will use matches here. If you are an experienced programmer, you might say that for one search purpose, we are defining 3 functions here. So let's club whatever we can. So you may define in some of the languages who supports this kind of syntax. Scala do not support this kind of copy and pasting at runtime. But in Scala, you may define code where you can wrap around function value and call function as a closure functions, which we have seen in earlier sessions also. So here I'm taking one example called closure Netflix object. This is a singleton object I'm defining here. I'm taking one collection of series name, and then I'm having one function called names matching. In this names matching function, I'm passing one parameter as matcher function, and this matcher function will take a string and give us the boolean. And then we have got the similar kind of condition which we have seen in above example. We're iterating here series names and applying one matcher function. Basis of this condition, we are yielding some name value out of the series name collection. Now it's time to define this matcher function, which we have defined in parameters here. So this function need to take the string value, which we are defining here as keyword, and it should get us the boolean value, which we will get out of this condition. So here names matching, that means we are calling this function, and then we are calling placeholder dot starts with. So this placeholder will fill whatever comes as this reference, and then it will call starts with and then keyword. Likewise, I'm defining one for starts with character, starts with check, one for contains check, and one for matches in case of regular expression. This may not be the usual way of writing function, so let me explain once again. What happens here, when you define function like this, and when you pass this function as a parameter and names matching function here, the condition which we are keeping here with placeholder, so this exact function will go at matcher position. So whatever name we get out of this series names collection, that will come in our underscore, and then keyword we are already passing. So the same keyword it will match inside the name which is coming from series name in an iterative manner. And if you observe here, we are defining one function for one specific purpose. That's how we are writing a distinctive code in Scala. Moving on, now it's time to see the simplified version of code. In order to explain the simplified version of code, I'm taking one series name as list, and this is having some values. Then I'm defining one function called name starts d. This function will expect one list called names, and this function will get us boolean type of outcome. I'm defining one member variable here, which by default I'm initiating as false. And then I'm defining one for loop here. Then I'm keeping one condition. If the name which we are getting out of series, it starts with a, then we should have exist is equal to true. And after doing all the iterations for all the elements, we will write the exist result. To call above functions, since it starts with name, it starts with the, I'll just type it name starts with the, and here we are talking about caps A, and I'll keep it the same series name which we have defined earlier here. Will get us false. That means in this series list, we do not have any single name which starts with capital letter A. If you come from imperative background, it will be easy for you to digest this code. Let's add some functional ingredients here in this function, and we'll see how we can make it a little more concise and simplified version. Here we are writing the same function, which will in fact expect the same parameter. It will return the same, but the definition will be shorter than you can imagine. Here I'm taking just names, dot starts with, and I'm keeping the same capital A letter. So whatever names we will get here, I will check the same if they starts with A or not. It starts with by default give us the boolean value. So our purpose will get solved by this function itself. We don't need to keep if and else condition. So now I will call it, and then I'll get the false, the same expected value. So this version we have seen collection of string values. Now to explain the same thing again with different example, I'm keeping another example here. Here I'm keeping list of numbers 1 to 6, and then I'm checking if this list is having any even number or not. So previously we were having a condition for a string. Here we are having a condition for numbers. Mod 2 is equal to 0. If this condition met, then exist value we will reassign to true from false, and then we will return the same value here. So in this list, since even numbers exist, 2, 4 and 6 exist, that's why it should write as true. And this was little imperative style, so we will see the functional style. Now I'm keeping same nums.exist placeholder. This placeholder will fill the value whatever this nums iteration will give us, one after another. And then we are performing the same mod operation. After execution of this call, we are getting true as expected. So far we have covered everything about simplified functions and distinct code principles. Now it's time to do some practical. So we will open IntelliJ. So this is the first screen we will see in IntelliJ. Now we'll create one package and we'll name as simplified here. Then we'll create one Scala object called Netflix search. Now we'll define one object member here called current here. Then we define series names, and this will be type of mutable map. To define like mutable map type, we need to import scala.collection.mutable. After this definition, we'll define one function as search here, because we are keeping condition at _2 here. So this will get through all the years. And then if this condition met, we will get this result. So now we will run this code. So now we need to add main to run this code. Okay, by default it will give. So we don't need to give object reference here. We'll do search here. 2019. Okay, now we will run. First time it will take some time, so I'll fast forward it. So Scala has got 2 series launched in 2019. The Witcher, unbelievable. So we have got both. After this, we were defining some function which will search on basis of string values. So here we are searching on basis of string value contents. And if we have some super user who search based on regular expression, we will have this function here. So if you use matches function, this will allow you to search as regular expression keywords. And now here we will call the function called search series, and since it is a string based search, I will keep it the as input. So first we have got the series names which has launched in 2019 from this statement, and then we have got series names which contains the in the name. So we have got two here from this statement. Now after this example we have seen how to achieve same result in closure function way. So here I'm defining one names matching function which is having a scope to define match element, and then I'm yielding the name value which we are getting reiterating this collection, and here we are having a scope to keep one function. So now I will define three types of matcher function. Name just starts with, name contains, and name regular expression search. In order to call this function, we will define main now. Okay, so we were calling name just start with function, and here we have got the which and the stranger. We have not received the years because we have not defined years here. It's just a pure string type of list. So moving on, we have seen how to write simplified functions. To show the example, I'll create a Scala worksheet now. And then I'll define list of a string type. And then I'm defining one function, name is starts. Or let me follow the same pattern, name starts with, which will write Boolean type. I'm defining one variable false, and then if condition met, we will reassign it as true. For loop to iterate all the elements here, and condition to have a check if it starts with capital A. If any of the occurrences, it will reassign this exist variable as true. We will get the return value as true. Now we'll run it. Okay, so function successfully got defined, and now it's time to call it. Okay, since no name has been started from capital letter A, it is giving us false. Now instead of A, if I'll keep it the, then it should get us true, because in our list, two names started from the string value. Now I will write this function as functional or simplified forms. So here, same name, same parameter, same return type, just function body, we are making a change, which is a parameter we're passing here. If it will iterate through all the elements, so it will check in this collection if any of the collection element value start with the. So now let's run it. And now we have got the outcome as we expected. Because our no name start with caps A, we have got false. Now second example we have seen is with numbers. I'm defining one list of numbers here, 1 to 6. And here I'm keeping one condition, num mod 2 is equal to 0. Basically we will check if any even number exists in our list. And all the definition is same as from the previous function definition. So now we will run it. Okay, function has been defined. Now I'll call this function. And Scala show outcome as true. That means in this list there are even numbers. In order to write this function, unlike imperative style as functional style, we will do similar thing. So here we are writing same parameter, same name, same return type. Function body has got change. We are iterating over all the elements. We are checking if it exists, and then we are checking with the help of placeholder mod 2 is equal to 0. So now we have covered how to define distinctive code and to make simplified functions. I hope you like my video today. You can share with your friends, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want. Thank you. Have a good day.